Hello and welcome back to Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. We are in the Battle Bliss Arena and it is time to speak to Zeklex and get our next fight going. Hello. How can I be of assistance? I'm ready to enter the arena. I hope you came prepared. The members of Naharindian League are formidable opponents. Atslem, your next opponent, has claimed the lives of over 100 of her opponents. She has also been slain in the arena on 3 separate occasions. However, she never stays dead. It's quite mysterious, but she always comes back to life, ready to fight in the Battle Bliss once more. Who is my opponent? I mean, she just told us, but we'll ask it anyway. The imp scowls and covers his face with his hands. He peeks out from behind his tiny fingers as if he is wearing a mask. The tiefling glances at his familiar, then nods. Atslem will be your opponent. She is a very dangerous member of the Naharindian League, but she is a bit of a mystery. She used to work for the Assassin's Guild, but no one knows why she left. She is swift, deadly, and violent, but most importantly, she is extremely hard to kill. Stay on your guard against her. Earning your membership in the Naharindian League will not be easy. Alright, I'm ready to enter the arena. I wish you good luck. If you die, greet death with a sweet kiss. Better still, slay all of your opponents and return alive and victorious. Is that the shadow demon? What? Now she wants a place in the Naharindian League. This is Naminde, the Mephit Slayer. The Naharindian League proudly presents its fighter. You all know her, you obsess over her, and you fear her. We've enjoyed hundreds of her victories in the arena, and 3 times we've enjoyed her defeat and painful death, but every time she has come back from the dead. An artist of suffering, Atslem, thrice killed. Woo, woo. Sorry, I'm adding in the crowd noises that we obviously need. I'll cut out your eyes faster than you can blink. The winner of this fight will be granted membership in the Naharindian League, and the other will die, or in the case of Atslem, not die. We will have to find out. Fighters, commence battle. Pause.
We should move.
Activate. Select. Cool. Just want to get that bit done first. I also didn't go back and get more spells. That is indeed our shadow demon back there. I love it. Atslem, can we do an inspect before we go in? No. Okay. Well.
Let's move.
Reposition. Walk a little bit further forward. Lava burn dealt damage to... Right. Are we close enough yet? No. Okay, right. Arushale, this is gonna work.
I will resist! Disappear.
Oh, nice crit. Oh, also one thing I did want to check actually, which does mean we have to go back here. Did he say something? Yeah, there we go. Now it's time for a serious fight. She has slain the Mephit, she flayed the Flayer twins, and now she wants a place. Yeah, so we missed one while we were walking in. Okay, that's why it's always a bit weird with him. Right, let's have a look at this person, who we get an attack. We get a surprise round attack on. What's Wild Gaze? It's just a permanent thing. She's fatigued? What? This is going to be, like, super easy. Oh, there's Crystal. Ah, because she has... Wait a second. Manifest a Crystal... Wait, never mind. I thought this was the thing saying that she had, like, the Naharindian crystal stuff, but she'd be purple glowing. What's wild... There we go, Wild Gaze. Humanoids, monstrous humanoids that fail their saves are dazed and paralyzed, while animals and magical beasts become panicked. Any other creatures are confused. Succeeding at a save against any Wild Gaze attack, even a monarch's, never grants immunity to the monarch's Wild Gaze attack. Okay. And then she does have one called Crystal. So as a swift action, you can get a crystal in your hand. It vanishes as soon as it leaves her possession. As another swift action, they can fire a beam of green energy. A ranged touch attack with an increment of 40 feet that deals 3d6 points of damage on a successful hit. But you have to pass a fortitude save or be blinded till the end of combat. Okay, and the DC is charisma based. Alright, I think we're gonna destroy her? What's your AC? We're gonna absolutely destroy you. Right in there, Woljif. Let's mark her as a... I don't think we can mark her as a quarry because we're too far away. Shoot her.
Prepare yourself.
Nice. You? Actually think I want to walk you forward just to get you a little bit closer. Same with you here, but I want you more central. Greybore. Is this a free action, right? Yeah. Get right in there. Probably a waste of my free action. But that's okay. Nice attacks of opportunity. That's fine. Charge. Can't charge back. Okay. We will go some of the way, and then we'll use another spell. Like, I don't know, Snowball. Nice. Oh, right, and then she's done her Wild Gaze attack as well, because we've got some people who are not able to do things. Apparently. What have you got on you? Yeah, you're confused. Okay, but you did get an action. Icy Prison. He succeeded at the reflex saving throw, because they didn't need very much for it. Okay, that's fine. Well, at least we're doing some damage each turn. Searing Light. For us, what are we thinking here? I'm thinking Litany, followed by something that removes your invisibility. Yeah, so that one seems good. So Litany, followed by Starlight. It should have removed your invisibility, and it did not. Although, to be fair to Starlight, it does say all invisibility effects in the area are suppressed, which is not invisibility, it's invisibility greater. Also, maybe by suppressed, it doesn't remove it, it just removes the negative effect, and then we'll lower your DC. It succeeded at a will saving throw. Does that even lower the DC then? Yes. Okay, so I can just remove that. Cool. Greybore, back over here, and hit. Or don't, I guess. Nice. Just hurt yourself here. Stab him.
Cover me, all right?
And believe my eyes, it looks like Atslum's nickname will be changing from thrice killed to fourth time unlucky.
Out of my sight.
Okay. Stab. And hit him. We did it! Woo! Arena, I'll be back. I always come back. This is not the end. And then they're dead. This can't be happening! The Naharindian League's fighter is down. The fearsome Atslam has fallen. Long live the newest member of the Naharindian League. We won. Oh, hello. Urmangaleth solemnly raises his hands for silence. His eyes sweep across the arena before coming to rest on you. There's a sly look on his face, and he gives you a cheerful wink before quickly resuming a pompous and dignified expression. He turns back to the crowds, and his voice booms out over the arena. Behold, the newest member of the Naharindian League. She is invincible, bloodthirsty, violent, and cunning. It's Naminde, the Mephit Slayer, glory and death. The crowd goes wild. Demons climb over one another, trying to get a better look at you. The roar of the spectators grows so loud, you can feel it in your bones. The audience is utterly enthralled. They look at you in wonder and worship you as if you're a goddess. Rushleigh's whisper is barely audible. Glory and death. That is the battle cry of doomed madmen. How many times have I heard it? How many times have I shouted it while standing in the arena? I run from what I have done. I run as fast as I can. Even the smallest thing can remind me of my past. Then it all comes flooding back, and I remember all the terrible things I've done. Get out of here! You used to be a gladiator on top of everything else? You had your fingers in all sorts of pies, didn't you? Yes, I did a lot of horrible things. But when I think about who I used to be, I feel ashamed. I am not proud of my past. What were we gonna say? Well, we can thank all the spectators that give me the strength to win. We can say you love this, you dirty cowards. You swine, you pieces of shit, come down here, I'll kill you, I'll crush you, I'll tear you to shreds. Or shout the traditional gladiatorial battle cry. Let's do that one. The crowd roars its approval. The screams of the audience shake the arena and the battle bliss trembles with the noise of their stamping feet. They pump their fists excitedly and yell in unison, "Mephit Slayer!" Ermangaleth lays his fat hand on your shoulder with exaggerated friendliness. This gladiator is no longer an unknown fighter, a loner without a place to belong. For her valor and courage, Naminde will receive a collar of the Naharindian League. What do you mean I'll receive a collar? From now on, she is the precious property of the Battle Bliss. Again, didn't agree to that. I am pleased to tell you that I have personally taken this worthy warrior under my wing. Look out, champ. Ermangaleth pats you on the shoulder again, and as he does, the world around you fades to black. Hey, that's enough fooling around. You have more Mephits to defeat. Ermangaleth looms over you. The arena master's massive, bloated torso wriggles wildly as he bursts into a fit of maniacal laughter. As the Cambion howls in amusement, you realize that your neck feels stiff. You reach up a hand and discover that you are now wearing a jewel-studded metal collar. The hand's voice is filled with sorrow and remorse. I've let you down, champion. That fiend has taken you captive, and I was unable to stop him. I could not perceive his motives through the veil of insanity that shrouds his damaged mind. I knew we were in the abyss, a place where you can't even trust your own shadow, but I failed to be vigilant. Well, what's done is done. Stay strong, we will find a way to free you. I expect an explanation. Ermangaleth grins. What did you expect? You were so desperate to join the Naharindian League. Now you remember. Did you think I'd let you wander around Elushanira and risk your ass out there on the streets? Well, think again. I don't want anyone to slit your throat and leave you bleeding to death in some back alley. A death without any spectators? Absolutely not. No, when you die, the crowds will be screaming from the stands. That's a promise. The Cambion points to your collar with a smile. Please accept this small gift with my compliments. It will guarantee your safety. This collar will make sure that you do not leave the Battle Bliss. I don't want you looking for trouble on the streets. It will also prevent you from picking fights with other gladiators outside the scheduled fight times. It would be so wasteful if you started killing one another outside the arena. The crowds would miss out on all the action. No, there will be a time and a place for fighting, but here, you can experience other kinds of entertainment. You'll enjoy all the pleasures accorded to a new star in the arena. The best food and drink, the most passionate succubi, and throngs of adoring fans. You'll love being my property, I promise. Well, you know what I'm gonna say? I see. Ermangaleth smiles slyly. Once you get a taste of all the pleasures the Battle Bliss has to offer, you'll never want to leave the arena again. Where are my companions? Ermangaleth sounds distracted. Your companions? Ah yes, there was a group of Golarions who came looking for you, but I gave the guards strict orders to keep them away. Are they your slaves? Ah, forget about them. You won't need them anymore. I own the best slaves in Elushanira, and they are all at your disposal. Well, I can say you can't control me and attack them. You know what I'm going to say? It won't work. I'll find a way to get free. The arena master nods with a chuckle. Of course you will, but it won't happen the way you imagine. The crowd wants to see Gelderfang tear you apart. They simply cannot wait for that to happen, and who am I to deny them? If I ignore their desires, they will storm the arena. Yes, soon you will take your last stand in the arena. When the champion is done with you, you will be truly free. Of course, you will be dead, but your spirit will live on. No one will ever forget the ambitious newcomer who almost defeated the champion. This collar reminds me of the seal we broke back in Dresden. If I try to break it here, its powers will be unleashed and the collar will likely kill you. I don't want to take that risk, at least not right now. Let's only consider that option as a last resort. For now, you should try to stay calm, be vigilant, and look for opportunities to escape. I'm certain that you'll find a way to get free. Do you really think that Mephit Slayer is an amusing title? There's an insane light in the Cambian's eyes. He nearly chokes with laughter. Yes, I think it's magnificent. All of Lucianera finds it funny. You must admit, I have a talent for inventing memorable nicknames. Well, I'm just gonna try and be friendly. Haha, alright, I see your point. It is quite funny. The two of you laugh together for some time. You can sense there's something not altogether right about his laughter. It feels unhinged. It's also intoxicating, and as you drink it in, you feel the faint aftertaste of immortality on your lips. By the way, Zeklex is going to betray you, he's making plans to kill you, and he wants my help. The demon's eyes light up. Is that so? How interesting. So Zeklex plans to attack me while you fight Gelderfang. I suspect he also plans to help you kill the champion. What a magnificent betrayal! What drama! The audience really must see this show. But what if this performance has a surprise ending? Imagine, Zeklex commits betrayal only to discover that he himself has been betrayed. What an unexpected twist. A dazzling denouement. It will be sensational. The triumphant villain, just moments away from achieving his goal, will get a taste of his own medicine. The arena will have a new champion, you. This will be an epic performance. Let's do it. Let's put on a show together. By the time we're done, all of Lucianera will know your name. The demon grows more and more agitated in his movements. He waves his hands around wildly, and he's so excited he can barely breathe. The demon has already tricked you once. Listen to your instincts. Do you think it is wise to trust him again? Won't you miss having Zeklex to help you? Ah, Zeklex, that old bore. His mind is even more damaged than mine. He's a control freak, a compulsive perfectionist obsessed with establishing order. I once considered him useful, but now he just irritates me. He wants fair fights in the battle bliss. Fair fights? Fairness is for civilized society, and there's nothing civilized about the Abyss. We're all complete savages, a bunch of bloodthirsty animals. What if I trick you? Ermangaleth bursts into laughter and grins wickedly. And what if I trick you? Are you prepared to sacrifice Gelderfang? Of course, his story will come to its magnificent conclusion. He's been invincible for so long. A magnificent, deadly fighter, but suddenly his life will be cut short. He will be brought low by a bold newcomer. An up-and-coming fighter who managed to win the heart of his master. Gelderfang will fall and the Mephit Slayer will rise victorious. Ha ha ha. The champion will be caught in a web of intrigue, ensnared by lies, secrets and schemes, yours, mine, and those of that boring dimwit, Zeklex. This cunning snare will tighten around him until his body falls lifeless to the ground. The cheering crowds will watch his blood soak the sands of the arena floor. That's what I call real drama. Lucianera will weep and laugh. They will mourn his loss and praise your victory. You rig fights. How can I trust you? Trust? How can you trust anyone? I don't trust myself. No one has lied to me as much as I've lied to myself. I don't trust anyone. But you should take the risk. Don't you want to see what will happen? What will Gelderfang and Zeklex do when they realize they've been played? Just imagine the looks on their faces. This is an interesting one. Do we want to betray... Well, I don't want to work with Zeklex. But at the same time, I kind of want to just do the Gelderfang fight. I'm more interested in doing the fight. You know what? I'm not getting involved in all this. But it could be interesting. See, now I'm like, I want to see both sides of it. I'm not going to get involved. Ermangalith waves a hand dismissively. He babbles on, ignoring you completely. Nonsense, nonsense, Slamash 2's burp. You just don't see the whole picture yet. You can't fathom the drama, the epic scale of the plot, but you will, and then you'll make the right choice, my future champion. Everything's falling into place. It's positively thrilling, but I can't take the risk that Gelderfang will win. After he steps in the arena, a curse of weakness will be secretly cast upon him. This will make it easier for you to defeat him. I don't want any dirty tricks. I'll earn this victory fair and square. Yes, you're right. The spectators might notice that Gelderfang is not at full strength, and then our show would be ruined. I love the way that he's just like, yes or no. He just went, nah, I like the idea. You've told me about it. I'm not going to let you back out of this conversation path. And you know, that's something I wish it would do more in the game. In a way. You know, the one where you're like, I think we should do this. And the character's like, yeah, I'm interested. And then you go, nah, never mind. And the character just forgets about it. I like that this character for once is like, no, actually, I like the idea, and I'm going to do it anyway, because you don't have a choice in the matter. Not everyone seems to like the way that you run the arena. Oh, please don't start spouting all that rubbish about fair fights. Oh, what does that even mean? One of the opponents is always stronger than the other, that's the whole point. After all, the fights are supposed to be entertaining. The spectators come here to watch the strong triumph over the weak. They want to enjoy the taste of victory without ever leaving their seat. The arena is a theater of violence, a deadly circus, but it is not a fighting pit. After all, fights always follow one of two narratives. Either the monster prevails over its helpless victim, or the invincible hero chops off the monster's head. The outcome of every fight is predetermined, and its narrative depends on what the spectators want to see. Some fighters are crowd favorites. The audience cheers them on with whistles and shouts of encouragement. And of course, there are other fighters that they despise. The crowds jeer them from the stands. Why would anyone want to change all that? It would ruin the show. The audience wants a performance, not a competition match between two professional gladiators. Oh, what's the point of a fight without any drama? You might as well flip a coin, or just flip a coin to decide who wins. Nobody wants fair fights except for Zeklex. The audience likes things the way they are, but Zeklex handles the betting tables, and they haven't been very profitable. Of course, under my management, the arena makes money in other ways, but that's not enough for him. He wants to turn my magnificent theater of violence into a stupid slaughterhouse. Well, I think you've gone completely insane. Ermangalith smiles disarmingly. I surely am. I am as mad as a hatter. My marbles are long lost. But what did you expect? You're in the abyss. Everyone is crazy here. If you are sane and sensible, you are shunned by society. You'll be considered an outcast. I think we're done here. Get some rest. Restore your strength. The healer will mend your wounds, and Zeklex will take care of your other needs. Alright. Where are we? I see. Well, let's grab this first. So we can't go this way. And we can't go this way. Well, we could go this way. What's over here? Okay, a demon gladiator, the arena healer. Hello. Yeah, okay. So he will heal us. You know what? Heal me. Oh, right. You want me to, like... Okay. You want me to pay for healing scrolls. Nah, I'll go. Let's see here. Do we have any things that could be useful? Yeah. Let's use these. A little bit more. We'll get there eventually. We at max? We're at max. Cool. More loot. Love the first thing that I do. New area. I'm just like, there's some loot here. Some loot here. Some loot here. We're captured, but I'm looking for loot. The Sinner? Gelderfang? Oh, hello. We're really bad at lockpicking. Alright, alright, alright. Quick save. Lockpick.
It won't work.
You say it won't work. You did roll a 1, which is pretty bad. But at the same time, what if it worked? Just an idea, you know? What if it just worked? Do it.
I can't do it.
No, we don't use the word can't here in the Minde. The word can't is a banned word. Where we instead use the word we didn't do it in this timeline.
It won't work.
It will work. Trust me. It will work. I don't know why I'm so obsessed with getting in here and why I think that we won't get in here later with a thief, but you know? Are we really just... We are rolling pretty low. I mean, it is a 45% chance. We should have done it by now. We've done what? 3 attempts? 4 attempts? Mathematically, this has to succeed.
It is done.
You just tell the game that you've had enough, mathematically it has to work, and suddenly it works. Do we know what that is? Perfect Storm. That while the wearer of this +4 plate armor is wielding weapons in 2 hands, or is wielding a 2-handed weapon, the weapon's largest enhancement bonus is added to AC with shield descriptor. Okay, right. So it acts as if you had a shield that was your weapon's largest enhancement bonus. So, if you had a +4 weapon, it would give you +4 AC. That's pretty sweet.
Let us be off.
Hello. Free loot. I am just, you know, a vulture here. I love it. But yes. That sounds pretty good. I'm trying to think who that would be used for.
Let's move.
I'm trying to think who has plate. I guess that would be used for... We gave Soasil plate, didn't we? So it could be used for Soasil. Who else could it be used for? It could be used for Regil? Yeah. Old Atslem. Atslem and young Atslem. Oh, right. Atslem doesn't keep coming back to
Follow
life.
me.
There's just multiple Atslems. That's pretty cool. I like it. Loot. I decided to loot everything first and then see where we're at. The Charred Bulwark. +4 heavy shield grants its wearer immunity to cold and a +1 bonus to AC against medium and smaller creatures. That's pretty sweet. Right. Keep looting. Once we've looted, we'll do like a little talk around.
March on.
I just felt looting first made sense. Alright, and this is the other side of that door. Okay, to the center area, which obviously we can't go to because... Yeah. That's the way out. Hello. A huge, dark-skinned man sits quivering in the corner. His giant body is covered in scars. Many of his injuries look like they should have been fatal, yet somehow he is still alive. Some of his wounds are still fresh, but no one has bandaged them up or tried to heal him. The man's skin is in tatters, and blood oozes from his broken body. He is clearly in a lot of pain. It is hard to believe that someone so badly injured could maintain consciousness. He casts a worried glance in your direction and grunts something unintelligible. You can't make out his words, but his tone is an unmistakable warning not to come any closer. Let's examine the slave's sword and helmet. The gladiator moves with surprising speed as you reach for the items. He snatches them away. His voice is a hoarse whisper. Not yours. Go away. Who are you? The gladiator snarls at you. He looks tense, ready to spring. He is clearly not comfortable holding a conversation. A low feral growl rumbles in his throat. The dire one. Trevor? Are you Trevor Vanek, Soasil's brother? Oh, what? You're Soasil's brother? The gladiator goes still. He gazes at you, lips trembling. He seems to be trying to speak, but the only sound that comes from his parched throat is a dry, wheezing croak. Finally he nods and manages to choke out hoarsely, Soasil, yes, he is my brother. After a pause, the gladiator touches your hand with his rough, deformed fingers, as if he is trying to greet you with a handshake, but can't quite remember what he's supposed to do. Are you his friend? My friend too, then. Can you understand me? There's a mixture of fear and anger in the man's bloodshot eyes. Perhaps he doesn't understand you, or perhaps he just doesn't want to talk. I have to go. The slave closes his eyes and collapses onto his mat with a dull moan. Huh. Alright, well, that was much easier finding him than I thought it was going to be. Hello? Hello? Right? Ansems? Or Aslems? Aslem sits in front of you, looking very much alive despite her recent death in the arena. However, she is not alone. Two other figures sit beside her. The first is an elderly woman with a wrinkled face. Despite her age, she still retains the grace, some of the grace and vigor of youth. The second is a very young girl, who is only just passed from childhood to adolescence. Upon closer inspection, you realize that both of these figures look like Atslem. They all share the same face. Atslem looks up at you. She has high cheekbones and androgynous features that could easily belong to a man or a woman. Her ears are partially hidden beneath her hair, but you can just make out their strange shape. You realize that Atslem is not human, though from a distance she could easily be mistaken for one. She greets you cheerfully, and does not seem to harbour any resentment towards you. Ah, here comes our killer. We hope you enjoyed the sweet taste of victory. The old woman who looks like Atslem adds in a stern voice, but we won't forget what you've done to us. It hurts us very much. Be glad we're not vindictive. Well, not normally. How did you survive? We are a fae of the first world. A triune being with joint thoughts and feelings. When two of us fight in the arena, the third one observes, hidden by magic. This way, one of us will stay alive even if the others die. Then, when the morning comes, we will return to our triune form. Okay. I had to follow the rules of the arena. The old woman looks at you grumpily. Rules have nothing to do with it. This is the abyss where rules are invented only to be broken. You killed us because we were your enemies, not because you wanted to follow the stupid rules. How do you create copies of yourself? The girl smiles mischievously and sticks her tongue. It's a fae secret, we won't tell you. Why do you refer to yourself in the plural? The elderly woman chuckles. She shrugs her shoulders and sighs. We are not one, and we are not three. We are a triune entity. This is the way we are accustomed to speaking. Tell me about yourself. We are Atslem Thundereyes, a fae from the first world, and a proud scout of the Wild Hunt. It was Atslem's job to track down the prey and flush them from hiding. After a good chase, there would be feasts, and Atslem always took a bottle of spiced wine to the monarch of the hunt. During one of the feasts, Atslem infuriated the monarch when she mixed up the 2 bottles of wine. She brought him young wine, fragrant and smelling of spring. But what he asked for was aged wine that tasted of oak, a wine that would leave the bitterness of regret on the tongue and make the soul weep. Old Atslem joins in and her voice trembles with bitterness. And the monarch said, "Don't you know the difference between young and old, Atslem?" "No, well I'll show you." And he banished Atslem from the first world. But the fae used to be a good servant, so at the last moment the monarch relented. To help Atslem overcome her pathetic stupidity, the monarch taught her a special spell, and ordered her to cast the spell on herself every morning. The spell made Atslem a triune being, and helped her understand the difference between vibrant youth and the grey hairs of old age. Young Atslem interrupts the older version of herself. And now, Atslem has grown wise. We've become very wise, and the time is near when the monarch will summon us back to the Wild Hunt, and we'll be riding again with our brothers and sisters. I have a strange feeling that's not going to happen. We'll drink and laugh, and no one will say, "Haha, Atslem is so foolish. She doesn't even know the difference between young and old ever again." I have to go. Atslem's 3 incarnations watch you leave with a sly smile. I'm not going to ask anyone to help me with the fight, because I want to do it myself. Essentially, I want it to be difficult. And then if we fail, and it's impossible, then we'll come back. You know? Hello. A massive scaly demon greets your arrival with a roar of fury. She spins her weapon towards you with practiced ease, stopping the blade an inch from your chest. "Golarion, new blood! You have not been in the league for long, but you've already had a chance to fight against... You've already been given the chance to fight against Gelderfang. I've been fighting in the arena for over a year now, but Ermangaleth protects his champion from me. Pathetic cowards, the both of them. Who are you? The demon twirls her weapon in the air. The blade comes within a hair's breadth of your face. Surely you already know. I am Riska, the future champion of the Battle Bliss. We, Vavakia, are the greatest of the races, and even among my own kind I am considered the best and the strongest. The power that roars within me was a gift from Lamashtu herself. She gave me the strength to conquer the entire universe. What can that pompous weakling Gelderfang possibly do to me? I'll take him by the neck with one hand, and I'll grab his wings with the other. Then I'll tear him apart. Do you worship Lamashtu? The demon answers with a proud roar. Yes, Lamashtu created Vavakia to rule and conquer. She gives us strength, power, and superiority over all the rest. We are conquerors, Lamashtu's true firstborns. All Vavakia must worship her. I have to go. Also, yeah, I'm definitely not gonna, get anyone else to join me right now. At last, new blood, I'll kill you in the arena soon enough. Wait, save. And run through. Right, so there's Gelderfang. I'm just checking. So yeah, that leads back into the center, so that's why we can't go that way. Right, Gelderfang's the last person I wanted to speak to. Hello. Gelderfang greets you with a condescending sneer. He looks at you smugly, flexing his muscles so that you can see his chiseled abs beneath his smooth, flawless skin. His teeth have been neatly filed, and his impassive eyes hide a cold fury that could ignite into a hot, flaming rage at any moment. You get the feeling that it wouldn't take much to set him off on a rampage. Ah, so you must be my next victim. You're the little Golarion who wants to challenge me for the title of Battle Bliss champion. Gelderfang pretends not to recognize you. He looks you up and down and fixes you with a bored, lazy stare. Another primitive Golarion. There's nothing special about you. How disappointing. We can do a bluff check, which we'd have to roll a 30 on. That seems like a bad move. Why do you fight in the arena? Because it's fun. Where else can I unleash my passion, my wild, sensual spirit? If I don't fight, I feel a terrible aching pain in my bones. Without release, my power grows sour and stale, like a rancid brew. And the only thing that can cleanse me from this stagnation is to find a victim, torment them until they howl. Their wail of pain and humiliation washes over me and restores my power to its full potency. Only then do I become myself again, Gelderfang the Invincible, the true ruler of the Battle Bliss. We're going to fight each other soon. You're not scared, are you? The demon chuckles contemptuously. When you are about to eat a great feast, do you feel scared? When a succubus seduces you, do you feel scared? I'm looking forward to our fight, and so should you. I plan to be very delicate with you. I'll slip my fingers into your skin and extract the tip of a nerve. Then I'll slowly pull it from your body, like a fisherman reeling in a line. I won't stop until I've removed every last nerve from your body. First, you'll howl in pain and terror, and then you'll beg me to pull your nerves out faster, so you won't feel the pain anymore. Trust me, it'll be an unforgettable experience. I killed a lot of your kind back on Golarion. Oh, right, I heard about that. A real demon exterminator. Supposedly you have amazing powers or something like that. But you don't seriously think that your enemies on Golarion could compare with a demon like me, do you? Even my rivals are more powerful than the puny foes you defeated back on your world. Sorry, but your special powers aren't enough to impress me. I have to go. I'll see you in the arena, little Golarion. Killing you will be a pleasure. Alright, Gelderfang. Alright. So, Zeklex, I'm guessing, to get us into the arena? Hello. The tiefling looks utterly miserable. I feel guilty about that. I should have warned you. I acted dishonorably and I feel awful. Did you know that I was walking into a trap? I didn't know for sure, but I had my suspicions. All the members of the Naharindian League are considered Armangaleth's property. Since the gladiators are valuable assets that are not allowed to leave the arena, they are not allowed to leave the arena. All the elite fighters at the Battle Bliss wear those collars. However, I did suggest to Armangaleth that you should make an exception in your case. I told him that he should allow you to remain free. I thought I had managed to convince him, but clearly I was wrong. Why am I being forced to wear this collar? These collars are worn by all the members of the Naharindian League. You won't be able to leave the arena, and if you try to escape, the collar will immediately teleport you back to the Battle Bliss. If you try to hurt Armangaleth or harm his property while wearing the collar, it will transfer you to a safe and quiet place where you can calm down. Of course, the collar will be removed when you enter the arena. That's the only time when the members of the Naharindian League are allowed to fight one another. Armangaleth doesn't want his precious property damaged outside the arena, but there are no such restrictions once his fighters are inside. As long as there are screaming crowds in the stands, the gladiators can do whatever they want to fight one another. Did you hear that, champion? They'll take off the collar when you fight. As soon as you enter the arena, you'll be free and unfettered. You can do whatever you want. And lots of the gladiators believe that they're invincible. They're so confident in their own abilities, they'll challenge anyone to a fight. But before our gladiators had collars, they used to strut around the streets of Elutionera and pick fights with dangerous opponents. We lost a number of good fighters that way. Even worse, they would fight among themselves and kill or maim one another outside the arena without any spectators to watch. That's why I had the idea to create these collars. However, Armangaleth stole my idea and took all the credit for it. You'll regret this, I promise. The tiefling points to Armangaleth. If you were looking for someone to blame for your imprisonment, look no further than the arena master. You should be angry at him, not me. Well, we're not working with him, so lead me to the arena. The champion dies to... You know, I have other things to do. Cool. Lead me to the arena. The champion dies today. Before you fight Gelderfang, I'd like to have a word with you in private. While you were unconscious, Armangaleth and a demon called Mustafa Fen performed some kind of surgery on Gelderfang. It sounded like he was dying. His screams were like nothing I've ever heard. However, when he finally emerged from surgery, Gelderfang looked stronger and more powerful than ever. I suspect the champion finally got one of those Naharindian crystals he wanted. Of course, I've heard the rumors about those crystals. Supposedly, they can make you invincible, but don't worry. I still think you can win this fight. I believe you can beat Gelderfang. We've waited a long time for this moment. Our opponent's cards are on the table. Now let's see what hand we've been dealt. I've been planning this for a while. The tests I gave you were all part of the plan, and if you had completed them, I could have helped you in the upcoming fight, but you were too busy, and as a result, my preparations are incomplete. There's not much I can do to aid you against the champion. However, your powers are formidable, so I feel optimistic. Of course, you won't have to fight Gelderfang all by yourself. Your companions were worried when Armangaleth kidnapped you, reached out to them and secured their cooperation. I'll make sure they join you in the arena when the time comes. Is there anything I should know about my fight with the champion? The fight will not be fair. As you already know, Armangaleth doesn't believe in a level playing field. First, he will send some weak fighters, just to whet the audience's appetite. Then, you will have to face more experienced gladiators. I have no doubt you'll defeat them, but they might prove themselves troubling. Try not to let them wear you down, and avoid injury as much as possible. You need to save your strength. Next, I suspect that some members of the Naharindian League will enter the arena. Armangaleth will send in some of his most loyal fighters. The dire one will probably be there, like a rabid dog on a leash. I expect Atzlim and Ruska will be there as well. They don't care if the fight is fair or not. All they care about is gold. Finally, after all that, Gelderfang himself will enter the arena. That's when Armangaleth will be defenseless. What if I tell Armangaleth everything I know? What would you have to gain? Even if you tell Armangaleth everything, you still can't trust him. He's a lying cheat. He'll turn on you in an instant, and in destroying me, you'll destroy yourself. Champion dies today. Let's go. Oh, wait. I thought we were back in the loop. Never mind, I skipped a bit of conversation. It's time for a glorious fight. The ambitious Golarion wants to fight the champion of the Battle Bliss himself, the deadly Gelderfang. How exciting. Who will emerge victorious? My bet is on the Golarion. No one can defeat Gelderfang, especially as a soft and squishy mortal. This isn't entertaining. It's entertainment. It's just boring. I'm sure the Battle Bliss Arena will be able to entertain you, my dear Hep Zamira. Today, the Mephit Slayer will fight Gelderfang himself. How about a warm-up? Look at all these Mephits scurrying around. I think it's time for a signature move. Let's hear it for the Mephit Slayer. Well, tear them to pieces. A fight for the champion. Screw that. Whoever kills the Golarion gets a double ration for dinner. And now, please give a warm welcome. Lamashtu's burp. Who's that? Zeklex. Ah, never mind. Give a warm welcome to the Mephit Slayer's friends. Alright, what was the dialogue I missed back here? Yeah, okay, so it was repeated dialogue, but then it just chucks us back into this fight. Weird. Okay. Are we not in, like, this order? I think we're in this order? Something like that? That was pretty much perfect. Apart from that, these two were the other way around. Yeah. Okay, cool.
Let us be off.
Move us into position. Quick save. I mean, they're just methods. We're going to destroy them. Just get into position. Arushale.
Help me sway from my path.
Let's have some fun.
Yeah, it worked. Charge. Cool. Walk over here. Shoot.
Out of my sight.
A charge. Didn't quite get it. You're out of range of a charge, really? Oh, I can't. I could charge, but next turn. Oh, that one just died to random cold damage. I love it. Wait. We got an attack of opportunity, and he missed.
I will see to your eyes.
Cool. The time has come for some serious bloodshed. Give a warm welcome to our best fighters, seasoned and merciless, and behold the gruesome skills of our contestant. Let's take down this Golarion upstart and get our gold. Let's go. Okay.
Let's move. I stand
I don't need to reapply that each time. Good to know.
Prove my worth.
Shoot him. Crit for 103 is pretty good as a first move. Plus an extra 26 on top. Plus an extra 51. And now he's dead.
Precision and grace.
That was pretty good. Charge. Nice sneak attack. Charge. Walk into the center. Walk out this way. Cool. Shoot.
I will resist.
That's pretty good. Walk forward. Shoot.
I'll make short work of this.
That's fine. Nice crit.
Cover me, all right?
Yep, use stunning screech and things like that. We did actually get stunned, which is impressive, because that usually doesn't happen to us. Get right up there. And kill. Cool. Solid turn. Who will bring an end to this contestant's string of victories? Behold, the fighters from the Naharindian League. Give it up for Atslem and Rukska. Rukska? Anyway, you struck me down once, but now I'll get my revenge. I am Rutska. I will rule this place. Kneel before me, you pathetic maggots.
Follow me.
Quick save. Anyone have spores on them? That would just check. Oh yeah, you have the demon graft. I forgot.
Please, allow me.
Atslem. There's just Atslem. Okay, that's fine. Kill.
Tesna, guide my hand.
Nice crit with the AoE damage onto the other one. Love it. Let's go out here. Charge. That's fine. Shoot.
Make your peace.
Charge. Still out of range. He hasn't yet hit anything. Shoot.
Out of my sight.
Goes invisible. That's fine. Wild gaze. Dispelled confused. Oh, because we got confused and rapture restraints got rid of it. I see. I actually kind of want to kill you first
Zap
now.
you or zap you. Why not both?
Just because, yeah, you're going to get a turn to hit Nenio. So I feel like that's a bad thing. Nice. I would guess you would have to fight Soasil's brother if you hadn't worked out it was Soasil's brother. There we go. Cool. You're still not in range? I love it. He's not going to get to hit anything.
I will see to your demise.
-2 con? Why did you take -2 con? I missed that one. Oh, Rushley did it. Oh, okay, sure. Stab?
Distract them for me.
Really good damage. Yep, okay. Huge pile of bodies building up here. And now, the moment you've all been waiting for, the event that will have everyone on the edge of their seats. Welcome to the arena, the invincible champion, Gelderfang. Arena, welcome your ruler. I have come here to give you a gift, this poor creature's death. I will make it exquisite. Quick save.
March
Position.
The
Shoot.
struggles never cease.
Well, we missed. That's not good. Do it again. Oh, you did. You missed again. Gelderfang. You have a lot of buffs currently. No, actually, you don't have that many. You have wings, which is permanent. Rage. Okay, I see. You have guarded stance, rage. Oh. Actually, this should be fine. Yeah, no issue. Some immunities to things like poison and stuff, but that's okay. Yeah. Wait, do you have immunity to death? Nope. That seems good. Kill him? Yeah. Yeah, I thought that would work. I just realized that his fortitude save and his will save were really low. Like, they were super low. That's amazing. Anyway. Zeklex has a Mrangaleth by the throat. The injured Cambion is on his knees, and blood seeps from his wounds. Zeklex raises up his dagger in a gesture of triumph. We won! Now we just need to finish him off. I'll let you do the honors. Mrangaleth begins to lament his fate in a loud, sorrowful voice. When he glances towards you, he smiles cheerfully and winks. Zeklex, you were like a son to me, more than a son. I used to trust you, and are you really willing to kill me to seize the battle bliss? Well then, just take it. You might as well kill me now, because your betrayal has taken away my will to live. Woe is me. The audience is silent as they listen to Mrangaleth's words. But when he finishes his speech, the crowd goes wild. Those screams of excitement fill the arena. You hear mocking laughter, roars of anger, and even a few confused whistles from the spectators in the stands. Zeklex's jaw drops. He clearly didn't expect such a dramatic performance from Mrangaleth. A rather tasteless performance, but you cannot deny his dedication to the role. Ha! You call that acting? You should have seen me back in Canabras. Whenever the guards caught us, we'd give them a show. Real tragical we were, let me tell you. As if to demonstrate, the tiefling's face crumples, his eyes full of tears, and his voice quavers with so much pain and fear it would melt a heart of stone. First, you let a single tear roll down your cheek, and then you have to sound really pitiful. Mister, please have mercy on me. I'm young and foolish, and I didn't know any better. Works like a charm every time, but this felt forced. Where's the emotion, I ask you? Where's the soul? We could just watch in silence. Attack Mrangaleth, attack Zeklex, or you're both unmitigated scumbags. Figure out who betrayed whom on your own. Leave me out of it. Oh, I guess you can only double-cross them both if you're a trickster. Oh. That was my plan. But I'm fairly certain that's what it says here, is attack them both. Watch in silence is just so... it's so good. It's just like, we'll just see what happens. Well, in theory, we should attack Zeklex because Zeklex is not meant to be here. So in a way, we're providing our own justice. Sure. Ermangolith jumps to his feet with a roar. But what is this? Your devious assassin has betrayed you, Zeklex! What a twist of fate. A moment ago you were basking in your triumph, and now you are hovering on the brink of death. Ermangolith is not even looking at Zeklex, who appears to be on the verge of collapse. He addresses his dramatic speech to the audience, and the crowd goes wild. They rampage through the arena like a violent mob, tearing things apart with their maddened fury. Or in their maddened frenzy. Zeklex spits out blood with the last of his strength. He reaches for the copper emblem on his bag. Fro the Imp is hissing furiously, desperately trying to come to Zeklex's aid, but the tiefling's fingers curl around the emblem, and the metal crumples as if it were paper. The bag disappears with a soft popping sound. You're a filthy traitor, Naminde. You belong here in the abyss. The tiefling's head hits the ground with a dull thud, and his body goes limp. Did you like that? Ermangolith bellows out above the noise of the crowds. Did you like that, you miserable freaks? This devious traitor almost had me cornered, but he fell victim to his own cunning. Our long-standing champion, the unbeatable Gelderfang, is dead. His life was taken by this deadly and ambitious contender from Golarion. You all know her name. Naminde, Gelderfang's slayer. The screams of the crowd roll across you like thunder. The sound fills your chest, deafens your ears, and blurs your vision. Throngs of demons are screaming your name, or rather roaring it with a bloodthirsty, roaring it out with a blood-curdling admiration that seems to bleed the life from their bodies. They adore you, they worship you, they envy you, and they hate you. In this moment, you are their entire world. Where did he go? Also, oh, they're gone as well. But like, why wouldn't he try and put the collar back on us? That's kind of weird. Hey, you have a helmet? Nice. Gelderfang had some stuff too. Any of it good? Newest? Helmet. Whenever the wearer of this helmet receives healing, she also gains 5 temporary hit points for 1 round. Interesting. I wouldn't necessarily say amazing, but interesting. I don't really have anyone to give it to, so that's fine. Don't need either of the belts. Ring of protections also aren't needed. Is that it? Is that all we got? No, we got this axe. There we go. Blinding Wrath. +5. So this is quite definitely a weapon for Wendowog. Whenever this anarchic great axe confirms a critical hit, it also deals its normal weapon damage to all creatures in melee range, including the wielder and their allies. That is terrible. That is utterly terrible. Okay, fine. That's so bad. I love it. But it's terrible. How do we leave this place? Oh, we go this way? Okay, so I think it's worth wandering around and seeing if there's any other loot in here. I'm gonna say no. Probably not worth wandering around for other loot. Let's just leave.
Onwards.
Right. So, the Battle Bliss has a new champion. The demons sing your praises. You have won their respect. Tell me, champion, do you enjoy the attention? Are you basking in your newfound glory? I had to respect their customs. Yes, I understand the circumstances that forced you to take part in their bloody sport, but the honor and admiration of the crowds came at a cost. Lives were lost. I hope the glory you obtained from killing others in the arena does not weaken the strength of your convictions. We did what we were told. Also, let me just have a look here. Did we fail something in our mythic quest? Wait. This feels unfair that we failed it when we literally did what we were... It feels unfair that we failed it. Like, him being dead means that we can't do the other part of the quest. Fine. Fine. You know what, let's quick save here in case we really need to. I'll do the other side of the quest so that we can do this, so we can do our mythic quest. I just suddenly realized something here. We can't do our mythic quest if we, yeah, we can't get a guaranteed 3 out of 3 on our mythic quest if we kill him. Which doesn't seem right to me, but, you know, whatever.
Let us be off.
Shoot him.
I will resist.
Nice, you hit him this time.
Disappear.
Okay. One of those. Cool. Shoot him.
Out of my sight.
How big is that? Let's see. Can we hit him with one of these? Yeah. We failed to overcome a spell resistance. Okay, kill him. It's actually just guaranteed, I think, that he dies, almost. Okay, right. Yeah. I'm gonna attack Ermangaleth. Ermangaleth falls to the ground, choking on his own blood. He stares at you in admiration. Can this be? You lied? Lied to everyone. Quite the trick, bravo! The Cambion tries to applaud, but his wounds are too severe, and you watch as the life drains from his body. Zeklex utters a cry of triumph. Ermangaleth is dead! I, Zeklex, lay claim to the battle bliss. This arena is all mine. From now on, there'll be no more dirty fights, no more sham rivals, and no more dull shows. The fights will become unpredictable, opponents will be evenly matched, and the thrill of battle will have you on the edge of your seats. If anyone has a problem with these new arrangements, they can take it up with our new champion, my champion. Tremble before her. All hail in the midday, Geldefang's Slayer. Oh, we didn't quite get the same level of, like, things are happening in the world. Yeah, and Ermangaleth had no loot either. Okay, sure. Oh, right, and then we had some loot over here. Cool. So that was a much shorter ending to this quest, but it should mean that this is actually available. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. Yeah. I have to be respectful of their customs. Right. And now we can speak to Zeklex again. Hello. Zeklex looks very grand and important. He is clearly enjoying his new status. His shoulders look strong and broad, and he appears to have grown a few inches taller. However, he addresses you politely, and you can hear the respect in his voice. The Battle Bliss welcomes its new champion. How can it be of assistance? Now it's your turn to be a gladiator. No. There is a wounded fighter called the Dire One among your gladiators. I want you to set him free. Why would I do that? The Dire One is the property of the Battle Bliss. He generates a substantial income in the arena. His remarkable talent for survival makes us a considerable profit. The spectators like to bet on the possibility of his death. He's known for his ability to survive unimaginable wounds without any healing or magical treatment. Can we go up to the other areas yet? As in, like, can we just walk in here? No. So how are we gonna get... So arrange a... So we have a bunch of conversation. Organize a meeting. It's possible to meet one if you're... meet him if you're brave enough to step into the ring. Okay. Yeah, so we can meet him if we bring Soasil here. Okay. Right, I see why you might need to get Soasil to a certain point in order to, like, fix the issue, because there's a chance that Soasil would just kill him. I understand, because you're in the arena. Or he would just kill Soasil. Okay, interesting. Well, I think I'm happier this way around as well. Yeah. Well, I think I'm happier this way around because we still have our mythic quest available. I think if I wasn't trying to get our mythic quest done, I would have done it the other way, because I think betraying Zeklex makes sense logically, right? For our mythic quest, I think that if we betrayed Zeklex, that would make sense logically, because we're getting rid of him because he's trying to impose order and chaos, and that's a crime. But I guess what it's saying is that you can't judge him because you are not the... Yeah, you can only find the correct person to judge him. Yeah. Okay. That's kind of weird, right? Yeah, I don't know. I get the feeling that maybe it's just because... I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to end the episode here. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.